Hello, guys. Hello, my people. It's your girl, Onana, and this is OhNanaNation. So, if you're new on this channel, a very special welcome to you. Please go ahead and subscribe, honey, because you will definitely love it here. And shout outs to all our amazing subscribers. You guys are the ish. I appreciate you guys so much for all the love and support. My people, wahala no they finish, oh, wahala no they end. So today we have Cameroonian rapper Askia on the beat. Today Askia is washing all her dirty linens in public. You know, Askia has issues with her husband Qilla, and sometimes this year they separated. You know, they put an end to their marriage and they went their separate ways. So after a divorce, sometimes couples have like mixed feelings and all that stuff. You're thinking of all the suffer, all the sweat that you were sweating in this bobo's hand, trying to make things work, and then it still failed, you know. So Askia is thinking about all her stress, all the suffer that she suffered in this boy. My friend cry have passed me all the suffer that I suffer in this boy's hand. Who knows that famous WhatsApp audio? My friend cry have passed me to cry. So Askia is sitting there and thinking like, oh my god, in hindsight, I was a fool for this guy. Look at all the things I did for him, and he was so ungrateful. This is a guy who was stepping out on her, cheating on her. At one time, he even allegedly impregnated six side chicks. Six side chicks. You leave your wife at home to go and impregnate six other women out there, allegedly. So this is a bobo who will be cheating, and he's lazy. Allegedly, he will not work. He will not provide for the family as the man. Askia has to be the wife and husband at the same time, going out there to hustle, to put food on the table, to take care of their baby Nairobi, and it's just a lot on the lady. And she took all the sacrifices in the name of love, thinking that the guy was going to love and value her. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way. So in the wake of their divorce now, every now and then Atka will come to the internet, and then she'll be giving us, she'll be throwing talk here and there. You know, they say quand la femme se fâche, le secret est dehors. So every now and then Aska will come to the internet and give us trashy talks about her ex-husband Qilla. So Aska for some time now has been laying low. You've not heard her talk about Qilla on the internet for a couple of weeks now. Whether wait to happen, wait to not happen. Askia came and said her page has been hacked. Hackers had taken over her page and she doesn't know what to do. So social media in-laws now, we will sabi by case. Somebody bought Askia's case and went to Killa's profile. Qilla was sitting him and chilling down. No, somebody went and said, Qilla, you're here. They have hacked your wife's page. Oh yeah, go and help her. Go and see what to do with your wife's page that they have hacked. So Qilla came and replied that see me say trouble. Person not go live your life again in peace. I was with Askia, but we're no longer together. We are divorced. Last time I checked, I was no longer married. I'm no longer with Askia. So that's what Qilla said. So whether her page is being hacked or not, it has nothing to do with me. That's all the Bobo said though. So association of screenshotters, they screenshot the comments, go show Askia. See, this social media this way. Sometimes it's you and I, it's people in the comment section. Now we're the ones who are finding flames out here. So Askia saw the screenshot where Qilla was mentioning her name in his comment section and all that stuff. And Askia just erupted like Mount Fako. She came out here throwing more tea. Killers, you know, if you avoid my name, anytime they mention my name, you more answer. You know, the features she don't quite get, blah blah blah. So, you know, when your ex-wife is mad at you for all the nonsense she was taking in your hands, and it's almost like lava waiting to erupt. So at the mention of your name or at the slightest thing that this guy does, Askia comes erupting. So we're going to read a long series of posts Askia made on her WhatsApp status, revealing more tea about her husband and what Cameroonians have to say about that. So that was the introduction, the gist. Stay tuned as we break it down. So Askia writes, I told you that for abandoning Nairobi like she was not your child, I will make your life miserable. I was about to forget you even exist, but you can't just jump and pass when you hear my name. So now I am back at it again. Next thing I will do is put out your journey out there on the streets and all the knacking videos you exchanged with all those many girls when I was pregnant with Nairobi. So Askia now is saying that, and Qilla, I didn't want to call your name, or I didn't want to talk about you. Matter of fact, I wanted to forget you even exist. But since any day you hear my name for social media, the drum enter the matter. Here I am now. Let's wear 1 foot pantalon, no do. So she's saying that Qilla, me, I will expose you. I've been sitting me quiet. Oh, you're the one touching the tail of a sleeping lion. You're the one out here talking about me. Qilla, I have your knacking videos on my phone. I will expose all your knacking videos, even your journey. I have pictures of your journey. I will show the whole world all the ladies that you were knacking, going around town knacking them when I was pregnant with your baby. How inconsiderate for you as a man when he was married to Askia. Your wife is pregnant. That's the moment she needs you to be there, to comfort her and all that stuff. I mean, you guys made the baby together. But when it came the time for suffering, you abandoned her, you went out there and was knocking slay queens. It's really terrible what Askia had to go through in this guy's hands. Like, Askia is really coming from a place of pain. If you hear her rants on the internet, they are all justified. So all those people are telling her to shut up, to keep her mouth shut, to make sure, no, you guys don't know the 1/10 of what this lady has gone through in Qilla's hands. You can only know when you listen to her write-ups, you feel the pain. Okay, oh, let's continue reading. Askia continues. Qilla, you don't know I am mad, oh. I don't craze since your last betrayal, and the whole world would really see that, Johnny, and ways you use and do me. You will learn the hard way to ignore all topics concerning me. Maybe you have forgotten all I discovered in this phone you sold to me. I would never lose this phone. Never. So Askia is saying that, Qilla, I still have the phone you sold to me. Imagine a husband selling a phone to his wife. Askia Bigly and one chance here. Sir. So this is the phenomenon that they say we ladies, we are just hurrying to get into marriage. All man do married, all my friends are married, though, all my classmates are married, though. So everybody wants to get into marriage, and we don't sit down to think like, is this the right partner for me? I mean, all these attitudes he's showing me today, all the red flags I'm seeing, why am I ignoring all these red flags just because I want to become Mrs.? Am I sure I'm going to be able to withstand this in the marriage? People show us their real character all the time. It's not hard to see. A guy starts showing you that he has cheating tendencies. A guy starts showing you that he has violent tendencies. You see all these red flags and you just ignore because you want to become Mrs. We do everything to enter the home and to have that ring and to have the marriage certificate without thinking. And these are the consequences. In the long run, we begin to be like, I cannot manage this again. No, forever is too long to live in misery. But we were the ones running into that house. Ladies, let nobody pressure you about marriage. Oh. Even your mother is calling you from the village. Ask Susie now how everybody is married. Say, Mommy, I've not found the one for me. Oh. Somebody's son will find me one day. Mommy, you guys will not pressure me into getting into marriage that will depress my depression. Tell your family that they should not pressure you. So I'm sure this is one of the reasons why Askia had to run into this marriage, including paying her own bride price and contributing money for the whole occasion, like including marrying herself basically and sustaining the home, being the mother, being the father. She's done so much, all in the name of love. I'm not saying that sacrificing for love is bad. It's not bad. It's a good thing, but your sacrifice should be worth it, you know. When you're sacrificing for a guy who appreciates it, it makes all the sense in the world. You're sacrificing for a guy who keeps cheating on you, insulting you, body shaming you, and all that stuff. Like, what? It's not worth it, sis. I mean, so I'm just so happy that she realized it, you know, sooner than later, and she valued herself and came out of that situationship, because that was not a relationship, it was a situationship. Imagine a man selling a phone to his own wife, the mother of his baby. Wonder shall never end. So all this pain you guys are seeing Askia showing on the internet today, you know, start not today. Oh, she's going through so much in this guy's hands, and you will never understand until you walk a mile in her shoes. So Askia continues. Maybe the whole world needs to know what you stayed at home doing while I carried our child on my back to hustle for you and I. Now that I remember, I am angry again. It's definitely a dirty December this year. Watch out for my actions, idiot. So Askia is really, really angry, and she tells the guy that I've not even started there. Wait, me and you did December. So we will dirty this December. You want to have a dirty December, Abby? I will show you how to dirty December really well. So these are all the things that she's been going through, carrying the baby on her back to go hustle. She opened a restaurant. She launched a shoe clothing line, and she launched what again, a perfume line. I mean, the lady has been hustling all around, all the while doing her music. All of this just to put food on the table and to provide for a guy who was so unappreciative and kept disrespecting her every chance he got. So these are all the things that makes Askia angry, and she continues to even say, even on the wedding day, Qilla did not give 5 francs. So Askia literally married herself. She paid everything the family asked. She brought the money and everything. She's the one who provided for even the food they cook on the day of the wedding. Qilla did not give 5 francs. Everything all came from her pocket. So these are the symptoms, sometimes the red flags that we ladies are not seeing. A man, when he loves you, he will move heaven and earth to be with you. A man, when he loves you, he will contribute. Which normal thinking man who values you will fold his arms and sit quiet? You the pay bride price, they look you. You the buy the wine, they look you. Which normal thinking man? Where's his pride as a man? Where's his own dignity? I mean, I know guys who don't have money, but they'll go and work in the shanty. They'll do anything just to be able to provide, you know. Bobo sat him down and folded his arms, was doing fine boy, no pimples, actors share 0 set. You did it the hustle, morning, afternoon, evening. Who would have known now? There's something about love. There's something about fighting for love. You think you're doing all these things, you're sacrificing. You think by doing all this, he will value you for where? He kept insulting her. You saw when Askia came on live on Facebook to cry, my husband is body shaming me. He said I'm not cute enough. He said I'm not beautiful enough. The other day was my husband has side chicks everywhere. The other day was my husband wants to sleep with my friends. Like, chai. The thing this lady has gone through in this guy's hands. Anyways, let's continue reading. Or is it the married woman in Limbe you were sleeping with? The one who was angry because you were sleeping with your own wife on the same bed that you slept with her? Askia continued to release strong number demo. So Qilla is cheating with a married woman. So for all slay queens and single ladies, he did not see anyone. Bobo get big heart like Mount Fako. He went and carried married woman and was cheating with. Even brought the married woman to his matrimonial bed and slept with her there. After the married woman had gone back to her own home, he brought back Askia to the house, and the married woman was angry, like, why are you knocking your wife on that bed where we knocked? So it's just too messy. It's too messy. I don't even know how to make sense out of all this. And Askia continues. And then you even went ahead to beg her, saying, let her calm down. You want to see crazy? Okay, I will show you crazy. So Askia is sitting now, reminiscing, thinking about all the nonsense she was accepting in this guy's hands, and it's infuriating her even more. So she continues. There's 1 million of things like this, plus videos and voice notes and pictures in this phone my ex-husband sold to me. You can imagine the phone he sold to her. Bobo even sold phone with evidence reporting himself while we were still married. So he sold the phone to her when they were still married. We spoke about that earlier. And she continues, he's never given me anything for free. I trusted and loved him with my life. So she continues on the same trajectory. He's never giving her anything. Her whole life she had to hustle and get stuff for herself. Even her husband will sell phones to her. Nothing. He doesn't give her anything. She continues, we only got married because he wanted to travel to America. He said he didn't want to leave me here, not married to him. I accepted because the heck I loved him deeply. Visa was denied and I got stuck being married. I tried to focus on taking care of my child, and if I wanted to F Qilla up, I would. But I won't because of his mother. She is really nice. So Askia now just continues releasing more tea and tea. She only got married to him because he wanted to travel to America. Like, what? So there was, first of all, no love in this marriage. Is that what you're trying to tell us, sis? So you only heard Palava America and you got married to him because he was following his donkey and stuff. You wanted him to go over there and come take. Is that what you're trying to say? Because it doesn't make sense. At one point you're saying I loved him. At the other point you're saying we only got married because he wanted to travel. Like, what? Anyway, so that's what Askia is saying. When you're angry, you say a lot of things. Sometimes you even shoot yourself in the foot. You say even things you're not supposed to say. So clearly, Askia is seeing red. As she's mad, she's just saying anything and everything. So that's like a little bit of the tea between Askia and her husband, Qilla. I think there's more and more screenshots to be read. I'm going to read one more, and then we're going to talk about what Cameroonians are saying about this. Stay tuned. So Askia writes, when Nairobi was days old, you left us home and went to your mother's house in Limbe with a girl. You knocked her and didn't pay. Uncle, they do a show free. Oh. He went and carried a shower, went and knocked her and did not even pay. Next day you came back, she called to ask for her money and I picked up, so I didn't speak. So she just went on talking and talking, thinking it was you. I let it slide because I wanted to. Can you imagine? For your husband to go and cheat and he can even wrap his affairs well, for the news to come back to you. Ashawo, they call to ask for pay and madam picks the phone. Ashawo is just ranting on the phone. Qilla, some my money day. You use me. You do that. I know they do a show free and you get for pay me. Imagine this lady ranting on the phone for all these minutes, and Askia was the one who picked her husband's phone. She just sat her quiet on the other line listening. What a disgrace. What an embarrassment. Like, that's the kind of news that will shock you to your bones as somebody's wife. But then she let it slide. You can imagine for you as a woman to let this slide. You say no. Inside the marriage, you don't see one way big past this one. You've been seeing a lot of, embarrassing things, and they want your past you like this was just small compared to what she had been dealing with in that marriage. So Askia continues. You harassed my friends in the house while I was in Yaoundé working, and when I came back, you told me she was hitting on you, and I believed you. But lo and behold, when you sold me your phone, your chats came back as soon as I put my SIM card, and Uncle did not even let my friend rest all night though. He sent her a text on her phone saying he wanna come out and knock her so bad. He actually said, That your buttocks where you hang am for air so and one can jump catch am. Imagine foreplay in pigeon and one can jump catch am. That's such a turn off for a guy to be wanting to know, slide in your something, and then he's talking in pigeon. Ew, who wants that? So Killer was telling the girl that your buttocks really hang for air, so I want can job catch up. And my friend replied, I only pity Askia for trusting and loving you, and to think that that was a girl I hated because I thought wrong. That was a girl I hated because I thought wrong, but she didn't want to tell me because she knew I would say she was hating. But he had been harassing her for knacking for a very long time. So Askia is just telling us the kind of toxic relationship, the kind of toxic marriage she had with Killer. Askia will leave her friend in her home and travel out of town for, business deals or whatever. And Killer will wake up at night and be texting the friend, harassing the friend the whole time. Their buttocks will hang and so I want can catch him. Like, I want to come and knock you. Imagine your husband hitting on your friends. Like, it's just horrible. The kind of person this guy is. No remorse, no shame, no disgrace, no love, nothing. Humiliating Askia all around, wants to knock all her friends, wants to go out with her friends, and he has no regard, no respect for his wife. So these are the things that makes Askia mad, and who wouldn't be? People are judging her today on the internet. Cameroons are like, Askia no wash her dirty linens in public, or Askia this, Askia that. But if Askia no talk all the thing then now, small town I hear say Askia don't, God forbid, small town I hear say Askia don't commit suicide or something, God forbid no happen. But if una hear so tomorrow, you guys will be like, why did she not talk? She was going through all this, she did not talk. Now still una go talk so no. So for me, I feel like all feelings are valid. If this is the way she wants to vent, let her vent by all means. Let her let it out. It's also part of healing. You begin your healing by exposing all the people that hurt you. So if this is how she's going to get her healing, go ahead, baby girl. Nobody should shut you up. Say everything you want to say. Maybe after saying it all, your chest go free small and you can move on peacefully. I mean, when a guy uses you as a woman, some people will not really understand this because when I never spent for boy before now, may ask I tell you, when you gather your small last 25 francs and give a guy and then he uses it and insult you again on top, you know how hurtful it is. You guys will never understand until you walk a mile in her shoes. So I actually feel what Askia is going through, and it's really unfortunate that there's so many women out there that are going through this same predicament. If a woman works her money and doesn't share with the family, they say women are stingy. If a woman works her money and takes it to take care of her responsibility and her household, the man will still use her like a fool. So what are women supposed to do finally? There's so many cases in which women are the breadwinner. They'll go out there and hustle, bring money in the house. Uncle will be taking the money and be going around to share with slave queens in the catty. So what are women supposed to do finally? You find love and you're not trying to let the fact that he's broke stop you from loving him. That's why Askia did everything to provide, to be the breadwinner, and nobody ever had nothing. She managed her home all these years. Nobody ever knew she was the one providing bread for the family. When did we start hearing where uncle started misbehaving, where uncle started disrespecting her? So if he would have been a grateful guy and kept his mouth shut and zipped his pants and kept his journey where it belonged, we would never have heard that Askia was the one fending for her family. But since you don't decide for vex, madam, you already know. Quand la femme se fâche pour se créer dehors. So Askia is talking today, and as usual, it's always a woman now. She's the bad one today. She's the one who is washing dirty linen in public. She's the one who is a foolish woman today. She's the one who is stupid. All kind of insults on the internet. Askia, no mind nothing. Talk, the one that you can say, you say, and then you free your chest and you move on with your life. It's all part of healing. Anybody want hang, me go hang. Anybody want buy the matter, now you know. People heal differently. I know people will be going through stuff and they'll sit quiet, they'll be crying morning, afternoon, evening, and they'll be getting to depression. Askia, no agree. Nobody should depress a depression. They should not live in your head rent free. Give it to them and see the hot, okay? At the same time, it's entertainment gist. It's giving us things to talk about. People are different. I'm not saying that everybody who is going through stuff should come and talk. If you're the kind of one who is quiet and you deal with your own stuff, like a big girl at home, good and fine. But if you want to come and air it out, we'll hold you now. Go ahead and air it and give us the tea. Because in other people's experiences, that's where we learn. There's so many girls who watch my channel, so many young girls who don't even have boyfriends who are not married yet. So we are all learning together, We are learning to look at the red flags. When a guy is showing that he's irresponsible from day one, run, no look back. When a guy is showing you that he's the kind of guy who will not own up to his responsibility, oh yeah, run. I say no look back. When a guy is showing you You go out with a guy on a date, he cannot even pay. He's showing you that I don't have, I'm irresponsible. Sometimes you don't have, but you have potential to go out there and hustle. Don't be say you lazy cash down for house the whole day. Person the hustle can't give you the still blast on top. You get 200 for your head. You get 3 journey for down the nonsense and ingredients. So I'm just so happy that Askia is freeing herself. Ladies, let know. Me no man no pressure you may go jump enter married when you're not ready. Especially with the bubble who is not serious. And it's not that serious. Value yourself, learn to love yourself first before you go and jump in any kind of situationship, say marriage. So yeah, that'll be the end of my rant today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I remain your girl Onana. If it is your first time on this channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Leave me your comments. I'll be reading and replying every single comment. What do you think about dishes? I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.